Very suspicious, very. I am now starting to wonder if this is a city main. But this is the town that we're working in. Pulled about 20 of those out of the sewer line yesterday. Welcome back to On It Plumbing. You're not gonna wanna miss this one. We've got a whole shopping plaza down with a clogged sewer line right now. And I've got the trailer jetter and the big rig headed on site to get this thing done. All right, we got enough water to do a good run, it looks like. I got this charger that'll blow off, better go watch that. Here's my motley crew here. Captain Nick, little Abel.
When you're a service plumber, your life is full of emergencies. And that's exactly what happened on this call. I got a call Thursday night at about 4:45 p.m. explaining that a whole shopping center complex was completely clogged up, meaning every time they tried to flush a toilet, sewer would literally erupt out of the toilets, all of the units. I responded that same night myself, and I did everything I could. We had every nightmare you could imagine. We had back-to-back toilets, meaning if I tried to snake from a toilet, I would come up and break another toilet. We didn't have proper roof vents to clean from, and we had no cleanouts.
Vent stacks here, no cleanouts on the entire property, and then there's a whole nother L shape that way. We think the sewer goes out here. We're not sure. So they're back-to-back toilets, meaning if I try to snake one, it'll go up the other. So we're gonna go down roof vents. This is not a roof vent, I thought it was. So we'll probably pull a toilet and go from my access yesterday. You ready?
Yep.
We're gonna put this dye down the toilet to see if we can figure out which tap they have at the city main, since the city doesn't know.
My only option was to pull a toilet, cut the wall behind the toilet, and cut the vent pipe, and then try to jet down.
This is the hole I cut yesterday. And this is where we'll be working from. Then we'll take this apart because these back-to-back toilets, that's what I had to do. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to try another vent. I hope this does it though.
I jetted to about 130, 140 feet and cabled and exhausted myself that night. And I offered to the owner of the building to come out there with the jetter trailer that night, but he opted for us to show up the next morning.
That'll keep it from flooding everything out.
Okay.
Go ahead and hold this. You can shoot this while I'm... Just stand back there. All you're gonna have to do is hit the switch. So if I say on, you hit it on.
Okay. Yep.
I'm gonna run this out as far as I can on its own. And then this is our valve, our on and off valve right there. Okay. And this is the nice thing compared to what I was doing last night with my little jetter. I can actually turn it on. There's a vibra pulse setting on there. You want it? I think we should try it because this is kind of the problem I was running into yesterday. And it's actually working. Well, I started to. That vibra pulse helps me kind of get around the corners. Interesting enough that it hasn't started coming up yet, but I don't want to push my luck. Because if I start running water and it comes up, then we're just going to be fighting with the vacuum the whole time. All right, starting to come up. I don't know how far out we are. I'm kind of curious. All right, I think we just jetted about 150 feet from here. Still haven't cleared it, so I'm going to have to call the city. Water's off. Let's see how far we went.
At this point, we had the city involved because this particular complex, the owner of it, paid more than probably most of the other places in that whole town. And we told him it's a big deal. We need some backup here. We need help.
Still no help from the city, but this is the town that we're working in. Classy women here. Pulled about 20 of those out of the sewer line yesterday. All right, we ran our camera down the sewer line and we're coming out here. 2'8" deep. Very suspicious, very. I am now starting to wonder if this is a city main. Let me try to get in. Oh. Here, get a new grab on it. There we go. Oh, that's just the gear. Okay. Go ahead, Nick. You're part of this. Abel just barely missed the swoosh sound. I think we're in the city main.
Yeah.
We'll add it in later. Favorite sound in the world is when the drain goes. We think that it's a city problem, but we got to prove it. At this point, I'm going to have all 12 tenants just start running a bunch of water and make sure we're good. But this was a grind. Thank you, Nick and Abel. We'll see what happens next. City's going to come out with their jet truck. You happy you got your root beer? Is it draining good, little man?
Yeah, it came up like super fast, but then it went down.
Oh, so it had a hiccup? Keep an eye on it, because they're running water. Nick found a marble for his collection.
This is nuts.
Yeah, these guys work for the city, Abel, so like they actually work here all the time, whereas we work wherever we get calls.
Yeah.
How old's your boy?
10. 10? Yep.
Nice. Play any sports?
He's into soccer.
And they ran their sewer camera and their crawler up the line. We were able to introduce a blue dye because they didn't even know where the tap is, which is where the private connects to the city. We were able to determine with the blue dye where that was at. With the large jetter trailer, which we brought in, we were able to jet about 160 feet, 170 feet and blow that clog clear. And it all flushed into the tap. And the city guys were really able to watch it flush through and see it all clean out. Ultimately, we got this plaza draining and we got them back into service, but it was quite an ordeal and quite a nightmare. That is why codes are so important. It came out later on that this particular building had no modern codes. It was built right before plumbing code.
Does that tail on the end flatten out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the end. So we got one lateral right here.
I wonder if that's this. Do you know if it's this way or this way?
It's this side.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It might be
interesting.
that other building. There's two separate buildings there. They can't remember.
What's weird is they were both clogged, though.
There's a bunch of toilet paper in this one.
Crazy look.
You don't want to, just wire it for them to get paid. I don't know if they put like a key inside there, something stupid. I know those are serious members.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to get through.
Mob it.
That first lateral.
What are you looking up
Interesting. There's no flow at all. Are you still running water, Abel?
There's flow.
Is there?
Yeah, you can see it.
I don't think that's on
You can see the flow.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. And that's coming from that tap or downstream?
Downstream. The tap is over here to the right.
But there's no flow out of that.
There's no flow out of that tap.
Abel, go check if the faucets are running or anything. I know I told Nate go just check that flange.
I'm going. I'm gonna stop.
Where you're vacuuming the water.
Make it simple.
Getting caught in something.
Having trouble climbing in. I think we're gonna have to shrink down 5.
Put smaller wheels on it.
I might be able to use it in.
You want the
Watch both ways.
Use the hook. Look.
Got the push rod. That's the persuader.
Yeah, the go-go.
So the line in the middle is the level.
yeah, it kind of keeps you level. Then like you can push like.
Go forward.
If you're off, you can push.
Go ahead and go forward. You are? Not much. Come on. Let's go ahead and back out.
So there is flow coming out of that third one.
Okay. And we don't know though whose tap that is.
No, it's literally right here.
Yeah, it's like running across the street.
You think we could have diagonaled
To the right.
into
It's
that?
at 3 o'clock?
It's possible.
Oh, they're on a big old clog roll.
Yeah, so it gets worse.
So I know we missed the swoosh of the drain and showing that, and it's kind of hard to see what's going on. But ultimately, that jetter finally blasted that clog clear into the city main. And then shortly after that, the city finally showed up with their big jetter and their camera truck, and they helped to video the line. So we popped the manhole, realized the main was not clogged, which for a minute there we thought it was. And then they showed up and they cameraed the line up. And then they didn't even know where the tie-in was at, which most cities do, but this is a pretty rural city. And because of that, I went and got blue dye at the hardware store, dumped it down the place we were working from. They were able to see that with their camera. The water turned bright blue, and we could verify that we actually opened the drain and where the tap was at. So next time we know exactly where it is. They need to have a proper clean out so that we don't have to be doing this crazy stuff to clean the drain. And that bid has been sent. I hope that the owner will have it done. The complex is draining properly and everybody's happy for now until the next one. This was a true nightmare drain cleaning. And if you're a plumber, drop a comment below. You know those back-to-back toilets and no cleanouts on a shopping center. It's a mystery and usually not a good one. I'm so glad the city came to help, and I'm super appreciative of Nick and Abel for their help. We ended up knocking it out, going home, and it was a good day.